Peace and blessings to you all. This is Rasharn Medina with A Look Inside. Today I want to talk about seeking guidance. In today's communities, there is not exactly a lot of synergy that is happening from family to family, friend to friend, and mother to daughter or son, or father to daughter or son. So because of this, there has been a big absence of guidance that is readily available in the form of humans interacting with other humans. There has been a surplus of guidance through the usage of technology, through ebooks, through Google search, through basically the information age as a whole. So for that, we're definitely grateful. But we also want to acknowledge that in our peer-to-peer interactions, outside of technology, there has been a sharp droppage of that same guidance, that inherent guidance that has an emotional component, that has a more tangible component to it. So some things technology cannot guide us on. There's certain things that just pure information cannot guide us on. So a lot of us then look and say, well, where is it that we should turn to? And the first thing that comes to me when I think about this is we have to first know what it is that we are looking for. Once we know what it is we are looking for guidance on, and we acknowledge and admit that to ourselves, then we can seek help on this. A lot of times we don't actually seek help on things because we don't want to admit that we need help. And a lot of times we don't want to admit that we need help because we have a form of pride about the issue at hand, or the thing that we are trying to progress in. So once we identify what it is that we are seeking help on, we then have to locate the right mentor. And this is very critical because if I'm going to quote the richest man in Babylon when I say this, if you are looking to secure fine jewelry, you don't go to the brick mason, you go to the jewel maker. So a lot of times in life, and that's not an exact quote, but a lot of times in life we will go to people that have no business giving us mentorship or leadership in a particular area that we are trying to progress in. That person will give us advice as if they are an expert based on their own experiences, and then we will go follow that advice, find it does not work, and then we will wonder why is it not working, or we will have resentment for that person for giving us poor advice, when ultimately we chose to get advice from someone who basically was not properly equipped to handle that type of subject. If we're seeking advice on business, we should be talking to successful entrepreneurs. We should not be talking to employees that have to file W-2 forms every year. And that's not a knock, it's just a completely different field of expertise. If we're looking to get a regular job, we would go talk to a successful W-2 employee. But we're looking to talk to someone that's in business, we should talk to a business owner. We should talk to an entrepreneur. Someone that's heading a corporation if we're able to be in the presence of a CEO, so we're someone of that type of business stature. If we're looking for help in our creativity, we should look to a successful creative artist or a creative coach or something like that, or a very prolific local artist that is very expressive. You know, I wouldn't go to advice on creativity. I wouldn't get that advice from someone that has suppressed their own creativity. I wouldn't go to someone who was very left-brained, that was not exercising their creative muscles, because that would be a poor choice of mentorship. Not because that person is a bad person, but because they don't partake in those activities. So when we go to people that are not truly meant to be our mentors, we're wasting both people's time. We're wasting our time and we're wasting their time. So we should definitely keep in mind that not to blame people that we misassign as our mentors. It's ultimately our decision. We have to have discernment. And the way we have discernment over who we should seek guidance from is by knowing what it is they do already. What is their occupation? What is that person's hobbies? What is their passion in life? And if we get a clear idea on that, and those things line up with the thing that we're trying to succeed in or seeking guidance in, we should then go and get that guidance from that person. If that person doesn't do anything related to what we're looking for guidance on, we should not seek guidance from them at all. And if they try to offer advice without you asking for it, you do not have to accept it. We're not obligated to accept the advice of people that don't have proper expertise and experience that led to success in the field that you were looking to succeed in. If someone has tried something and they failed at it, that does not mean that you should take their advice. You just know what not to do. That doesn't mean that that person knows what to do. They clearly don't know what to do, so you should not take their advice around what to do. And you shouldn't quit doing something just because they failed at it. So with that being said, to give a quick recap, identify the area that you need help in. Try to process any pride and let go of any pride that you may be feeling. Once you've done that, go ahead and seek out a mentor who you can relate with on the subject at hand. This person needs to be successful in that field. They need to be very well experienced in that field, and so they need to be able to coherently give you guidance based upon their experience and their success in the thing that you are trying to get guidance on. So that's what I have for today. This is a look inside with Rasharn Medina. Peace to you all.